Does thinking about money keep you up at night? You know the feeling, that knot in your stomach when you open your brokerage app and see a chart that looks less like a financial plan and more like a roller coaster at Six Flags. Up, down, loop-de-loop, and suddenly a drop that leaves you breathless. Welcome to The Last Read. I'm your host, and today we are stepping off that roller coaster. We are leaving the casino mentality behind and entering the quiet, disciplined world of the Oracle of Omaha. We are breaking down the financial classic, Buffettology, by Mary Buffett and David Clark. If you've ever felt like the stock market is just a game of gambling on red or black, this episode is the antidote you've been waiting for. Now, before we get into the numbers, we have to understand why this book is unique. It's not just dry theory. It's written by Mary Buffett, who was Warren's daughter-in-law for 12 years. She didn't learn these lessons in a boardroom. She learned them at the Thanksgiving dinner table. She saw how Warren turned holiday gifts into lessons on compounding interest. She teamed up with David Clark, a Buffettologist, who brings the mathematical precision to Mary's family anecdotes. Together, they decode the secret sauce of Warren's empire. So what is the core philosophy? It starts with a radical shift in perspective. Most people see stocks as electronic blips to be traded, bought at 20, sold at 25. They are playing a game of mass psychology. Warren Buffett doesn't play that game. He practices business perspective investing.
Think of it this way. Imagine you buy a McDonald's franchise in your hometown. You sign the papers and you get the keys. Now, would you call a real estate broker every hour to ask, "What's my store worth now? Did it go up since lunch?" Of course not. That would be absurd. You wouldn't care about the resale value, you would care about the business. You'd check the cash register. You'd look at how many burgers you sold. If the profits are growing, you know the value is there. That is how Buffett looks at the stock market. He doesn't buy ticker symbols, he buys living, breathing businesses. But here is the catch. He doesn't want just any business. He is hunting for a specific economic structure called a consumer monopoly. Think of this as a toll bridge. If you want to cross the river, you have to pay the toll. Compare that to a commodity business, like a gas station. If one station is selling gas for $3 and the one across the street is selling for $3.10, you go to the cheaper one. Gas is gas. But a consumer monopoly owns a piece of your mind. Think of Coca-Cola or Gillette. If the price of Coke goes up, you don't switch to a generic brand. You pay the extra dime because you want the real thing. This is called pricing power, and Buffett says it's the single most important decision in evaluating a business. If you can raise prices without losing customers, you have a winner. So how do we spot these winners on a spreadsheet? We look under the hood at the engine. Buffettology points to two key numbers, return on equity and earnings per share. You want a machine that is efficient, generating a high return on the money kept in the business. And you want to see those earnings climbing upward like a staircase over the last 10 years. But be careful, companies can fake efficiency by loading up on debt. Buffett avoids this. He wants Family A, the family that earns a modest income but has zero debt, not Family B, who drives a Ferrari but is drowning in credit card bills.
Once you find this perfect business, this debt-free, high-earning consumer monopoly, do you buy it immediately? No. You have to wait for the fat pitch. This is where we meet a character Buffett calls Mr. Market. Imagine you have a business partner who is manic-depressive. Some days, Mr. Market is euphoric and wants to sell you his shares for a fortune. Other days, he is depressed, the sky is falling, and he offers to sell you his shares for pennies. The secret is, you don't have to swing. You can stand at the plate with the bat on your shoulder for years. You wait for a recession, for the bad headlines, for the moment Mr. Market is so depressed he offers you a Ferrari for the price of a Ford. That is when you strike. And once you buy, you do the hardest thing of all. You do absolutely nothing. You let the snowball effect, compound interest, take over. Remember, 99% of Warren Buffett's wealth came after his 50th birthday. He didn't get rich by trading. He got rich by sitting. He treated his investments like a mighty oak tree. You don't dig up the tree every Tuesday to check the roots. You water it and you wait.
Ultimately, Buffettology teaches us that the stock market isn't a test of IQ, it's a test of temperament. It's about having the emotional discipline to ignore the noise, trust the math, and let time do the heavy lifting. If you want to master these calculations yourself, check the link in the description to grab a copy of Buffettology. Investing is a journey that lasts a lifetime, but if you plant the right seeds today, the shade you sit in tomorrow will be magnificent. I'm your host, and this has been The Last Read. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a lesson in wealth. Until next time, keep your emotions in check and let your money work for you.